about the Workbench GUI, that is the graphical user interface of Ansys Workbench. You will see over here that this is the title bar. The title bar shows that what is the project that we have opened and what software we are using. Then we have the main menu bar over here. After that, we have the standard toolbar where we have options, the regularly used options like new, open, save, save as. Then we have the project schematic window where all the projects will be listed. Whatever analysis you are performing will be listed in the project schematic window. Then you have a toolbox. You have different types of systems that are available over here. We will be discussing about the toolbox later. And then finally you have the status bar. Let us go to the software. So this is the software interface. Title bar, main menu bar, standard toolbar. We have the project schematic window. We have the toolboxes over here. You also have a properties toolbar over here, and finally you have the status bar. Now let us understand about something called as toolboxes. The toolboxes actually consist of major systems. We have four major types of systems that are there in the toolbox. We have the analysis systems, then we have the component systems, then we have custom systems, and finally we have the design exploration toolbox. So the toolbox actually consists of all these things. Then we have the project schematic window. The project schematic window actually captures the project and the workflow of your project, providing a visual representation of the objects in the project and their relationship with each other. So let me show you one of the projects that is created. So this is one of the project which was previously created. These are all the different types of analysis that are performed in the project schematic window. So here you will understand that the project schematic window actually captures the project and the workflow of your project. What analysis have you performed, how they were performed, what is the link between the two analysis systems. All those things are captured by the project schematic window. In the project schematic window, you can add new projects from the analysis systems. So let us understand how to add new projects. For adding a new project in your project schematic window, there are three different methods to do it. You can either drag an analysis systems, you can drag it, use your left mouse button to select it from the analysis system and then drag it to this green colored area that you see and drop it. So that analysis system will be added over here. Then you can rename that analysis system. It is always better to rename the analysis system so that you understand what is the analysis that you are performing. So I can write down over here whatever type of analysis that you are going to perform can be renamed. This is one of the methods to add an analysis system. The second method is right click in the project schematic window and add a new system. And the third method is you can double click on an analysis system to add it in the project schematic window. So these are the three methods by which you can add an analysis system to your project schematic window. Now once the system is added, there are different types of steps that you can perform on an analysis system. Now what are they? You can rename an analysis system. For renaming, you can click on this arrow over here and you can go for the rename option to rename it. You can rename them over here. So you can rename an analysis system over here like this. After renaming, you can also delete a system. So if I want to delete any system, I can just click over here and I can say delete. So that particular analysis system will be deleted from your project schematic window. Similarly, you can also duplicate a system. For example, now if you'll see over here, I already have an analysis which I have performed. I will just show you this. Okay. Now if you see on your screen, I have a plate with a hole. The model has been created. We have also performed the analysis, and I also have some results for that. Now in this I have a geometry, and in this geometry I have a hole over here. Now let us say I want the same geometry and I want the same loading conditions. But the only change in this geometry is that the hole diameter is changing. So rather than to perform the same analysis all over again, what we can do is we can duplicate this system. So I will click over here and I can say duplicate the system. So what happens over here is you will get a duplicate system of the same analysis system. So when you duplicate a system, you will get same geometry, same engineering data, same meshing conditions, same boundary conditions, and it is repeated again. Once you get that, you can again rename this analysis. I can say and then I will enter into the geometry and I can make changes as per my requirements. So in this case, what I need to do is I need to change the diameter So here the diameter is 200, I need to make it as 185. So my design changes and then I can come back over here and redo the analysis. So everything remains same. I just need to remesh the model. I'll just remesh it. All the boundary conditions remain same and I will just come over here and I will solve it so that all the results are again achieved. So if you see over here, you have actually saved a lot of time because you did not have to create the model again, you did not have to mesh it again, you did not have to give the boundary conditions again. So by duplicating an analysis system, you are actually copying the previous system and you are getting your results. Now these results are for a model whose diameter has been changed to 185. So now I have two analysis systems. Here in this case, in this system, I have the geometry whose diameter is 200. And in this case, I have the same geometry, but the diameter of the hole over here is 185 units. So you can solve for two different conditions. For this purpose, you can use the duplicating system option. After your work is done, you can save the project. You can actually do it from the standard toolbar, or you can go to File and you can click over here, or you can also use the shortcut Ctrl S to save the project. After that, you also have something called as Save As if you want to save the project in a different format by a different name. Now let us understand how to open a previously saved project. For opening a previously saved project, you can click over here on the standard toolbar on the Open button, or else you can go for File Open, or you can use the shortcut Ctrl O. And you can select the previously saved projects. So I can select the project that I want to open and I can reopen them. You also have some options like archive a project and restore archive. Now let us discuss about what is the meaning of archiving a project. Now let me give you an example. I have a project over here which I have already created, whose name is buckling analysis and benchwise assembly. Now this project, whatever I have done, when I save a project, what happens is, along with the project, now see, if you see, this is the project that we have saved, whose extension is .wbpj. Along with this project, you also have some supporting files that will be saved. If you see, there is one more folder which gets created, and there are some user defined files which are the supporting files that automatically get created when you save a project. Now let me show you the folder. Now see, this is the project that we have saved, and here you have the supporting files that have been created along with the project. Now due to some reasons, I need to shift my work which I have performed on this computer to another computer. So if I only take this project file into a pen drive and I copy it to another system, that project will not open there because you have not copied all the supporting files of that project. So to be on a safer side, whenever you want to transfer a project, Ansys Workbench project, from one computer to another, it is always better that you use the archive project option. Whenever you use an archive project option, what happens is the entire project and its supporting files will be zipped into one folder, and the extension becomes .wbpz, and it will be saved in this format. So what happens, along with the project, all the supporting files of that project will be zipped into a file. And what you can do is, after that, you can take that particular zip folder. Can you see over here? This is the zip file that is created. You can take this zip file on a pen drive and take it to another computer and save it over there. Once you save that zip file over there, whenever you want to open that, I can go and I can say restore archive. So what happens is, when you restore that archive folder, this is the archive file, and when I say open, what happens is, it will extract all the data from that zip folder and it will ask you for a new saving location for that project which is available in that zip folder. So you can give a new project location and you can save it over there. So with the help of this option, that is archive project and restore archive project, you can copy files from one system to another system. So now you must have understood the graphical user interface of Ansys Workbench. What is the meaning of a toolbox? What is a project schematic window? How to add a new project? How to add a new system to the project window? We have seen the 3 methods by which you can do this. What is the meaning of renaming the system, deleting the system, duplicating a system, saving the project, opening a project, archiving a project, and extracting the archive file?